חיזוק from the Parsha, Erev Pesach Tuf Shanai Tes, Abu Leine L'Toive. Everybody but Sipper Yetzias Mitzrayim talks about the 10 Makos. It's interesting that Hashem, in the Torah, it's never mentioned the word Makos during the Sipper Yetzias Mitzrayim. It's mentioned Nega, Magefo, Oistoisai, Moifsai. Why do we Yidden call it Makos? Because Yidden have to realize that every Makah that Chaz v'Sholem a person has, even if it's the worst Makah, he has to know that Hashem is in the center of it. Makah is the first letter and the last letter is Mace, which is the worst thing that can happen for somebody that is losing a loved one. However, the center letters from the words Makah is Kavov, which is the Shem Havaya 26. Everybody has to know. We wish Chag Kusher v'Sameach. You know what means a Chag Kusher? How can you have a Chag Kusher? Only if you're Sameach. Sometimes it's difficult, but when you realize that Kuvov, that the Shem Havaya is in every single situation that you have in life, then we could all have a Chag Kusher v'Sameach. Pesach, we always talk that we should not be Meshana of the Derech Ovos, the way that our parents did, and our great parents, and our Zaydis and Babas, which is Al Titush Torah Samecho. It's very holy and very important, but there's one tradition by some families that is a mitzvah. Push it a mitzvah's essence to be Meshana. And what is that? That is the anger that some people have, Pesach Banach, Ungezeugenkeit, pressure. By Moshe Rabbeinu it says, Kiva Shebulich Dal Kas, he became angry, he made a mistake. Nobody's as big as Moshe Rabbeinu. If we are going to be angry and upset and pressured, we are going to make mistakes. You know how you can have a Chag Kusher? Chag Sameach. You can have a Chag Sameach in every situation. I'm about for 30 years, everybody knows. Interesting enough. I mean, today I'm not trying to advertise myself. But it's interesting. Every time I mention parents that are from the Olam Elyon, or grandparents from the Olam Elyon, most people talk about what a beautiful Seder Nacht they had. This is what kids remember. How we behaved and how did we manage to make a beautiful Seder night. A while ago I had a chasna and I was getting information. And I see that Mechit has a hard time giving me information about his father. So I was trying to help him. So I said to him, should I talk about his Seder night? He says, no. Seder night he gave Esau Makos. Seder night he was so upset and so angry. That's what he remembers. That's what I remember. Let's all have a Chag Kusher v'Sameach. You know what means Kusher? If you're going to be Sameach, you're going to have a Chag Kusher. A freiliche Yom Tov, and let's spoil us alles gets this heilige Yom Tov.